Bayelsa purchases 2 commercial planes. Bayelsa State Government purchased 2 planes to start commercial flights at Bayelsa International Airport. On Tuesday, the governor's chief press secretary, Daniel Alabrah, said the 2 planes would fly the Yenagoa-Abuja and Yenagoa-Lagos routes. It was reported that Governor Douye Diri made the announcement on Monday during Dr. Louise-George's courtesy visit to Government House, Yenagoa. Governor Diri said his administration wanted to make Bayelsa International Airport more flight-friendly. He compared the state of Africa in Diaspora to Doctors Without Borders while welcoming Dr. Louise-George to Nigeria and Bayelsa for his first visit. He stated that the state administration was willing to collaborate on airport expansion and smart city development. He welcomed you and your crew to Bayelsa. Nice to see you in Nigeria for the first time. My technical advisor, Professor Owekumo Diri, facilitated a productive virtual meeting with you and your team while I was in London. We know you have a lot for us as an African administration without boundaries. My technical advisor discussed our state development strategies previously. They include the airport, which needs expansion. We are working on the airport to ensure everyday flights. We sponsored a private airline for Lagos to Abuja trips. However, that system nearly crumbled, rendering the airport unusable. Now we have taken this bull by the horns and are expecting 2 government-purchased aircraft. These planes would fly daily to Lagos and Abuja. Anywhere with an airport, steady energy, and water is a good area to make a life. We are also building new Yenagoa City, a smart city. My team will show you our work there. That is where a smart city will be fine for our people. Dr. Louise-George, Prime Minister of the State of Africa in Diaspora, proposed a partnership agreement to fund and support selected state programs. Louise-George highlighted that in 2003, African Union heads of state overwhelmingly declared the African diaspora Africa's 6th region. The Prime Minister stated he represented 350 million Africans outside Africa on the African Union's mandate. Besides his administration, a parliament, and a royal chamber, he said there were development programs to strengthen Africa through the diaspora and the diaspora through Africa. Louise-George said she visited Bayelsa State to discuss aviation, smart cities, education, and healthcare collaborations. We want to strengthen Africa through the diaspora and the diaspora through Africa. We are thrilled to visit Bayelsa State and Nigeria. We propose assistance, development, and money. I saw the airport this morning and know you intend to expand it. We can fund this airport, a smart city, education, and a hospital complex. We're pleased to help. Remember that in August 2024, the state administration announced plans to buy commercial aircraft while working with United Nigeria Airlines and IBOM Air for Yenagoa flights.
Commercial flight operations commenced at the Bayelsa State International Airport on Wednesday, with the United Nigeria Airline UNA aircraft touching down at about 3:45 p.m. The aircraft, which took off from the Murtala Mohammed Airport 2 in Lagos at exactly 3 p.m., had on board the state governor, Senator Douye Diri, among other dignitaries. A mammoth crowd of jubilant Bayelsans had thronged the airport from early in the morning in order to witness the historic event. Addressing the crowd on arrival, Governor Diri said full commercial flights would commence in 2 weeks based on bookings made.
This is an airport that will open up Bayelsa in terms of tourism. This is an airport that will open up Bayelsa in terms of economic development. And so this airport is critical in terms of transportation, the economy, and tourism. And we believe that those who wanted to come into Yenagoa, but for one reason or the other couldn't fly into Yenagoa. For example, the chairman of Nigeria United Airlines is flying into Yenagoa for the first time in his life. And so Yenagoa is open for business, Bayelsa is open for business.
I see an increase in a multiplier effect when this, and then job creation. Because of this airport, you will have taxi drivers, you will have people running all the economic activities around the airport. And I can tell you that for coming here alone, we've recruited no less than 30 to 50 Bayelsians exclusively for a start to work on this project. So the more flights we will have in the next coming weeks or months, that will be more job for the Bayelsians.
At a brief reception, witnessed several goodwill messages from members of National Assembly, State Assembly lawmakers, traditional rulers, as well as a Tokyo Olympic silver medalist, Blessing Oborododo, amongst others.
I have joy that now if I travel out of this state, I can come direct to Bayelsa, not from Port Harcourt to Bayelsa. Thank you, Miracle Governor.
One of the things that every state wants is access. Business people don't want to fly into other places and come into your territory to do business. What we have done is signaling to the world that we're ready to receive investors. And I think you couldn't have had this under a more purposeful leader, our Excellency Senator Douye Diri.
Granted operational license barely 4 months ago, Governor Douye Diri believes that full commercial flights would commence in a week's time based on bookings made.
This news is reaching you from Ogulaha Vanguards Limited, the true face of Niger Delta. We tell your story better.